Hi guys! Welcome to my vlog. So for today's video, I am going to have a report about the purpose and promise of special education. For you, what comes into your mind when we hear special education? Special education is a practice of educating students in a way that addresses their individual differences and special needs. For example, communication disorder, emotional and behavioral disorder, and physical disabilities. Who are exceptional children? An exceptional children is one who deviates from the normal child in mental, physical, emotional, and social characteristics to an extent that he requires special education services. There are 4 key terms in exceptional children. The first one is impairment, the loss or reduced function of body part or organ. For example, if the children has no hearing loss since birth, that part of their organ has reduced their function. The second one is handicap. Handicap is a mental, physical disadvantages by something that disables you in some way. For example, a missing leg or something that it disables into your body. Disability is any continuing condition that restricts everyday activities. These are the example of disability. Problems with reading and writing, visual impairment, deafness, and physical abilities. How many exceptional children are there? In learning disabilities, there are about 6.5 million children are identified as exceptional in our educational system. Learning disabilities are the most prevalent exceptional condition and affect up to 10% of the population. This was not always the case, and though most of history, those with learning disabilities were either not specifically identified or wrongly considered to be lazy or of low intelligence. Why do we label and classify exceptional children? We must to have classified them so that they will not curious in this world. Also, it helps them to be strong and more knowledgeable. We must respect them no matter what happened because they need more patience and love. Why are laws governing the education of exceptional children necessary? Because there were no laws that govern the basic means of educating exceptional children. Exceptional children were oftentimes rejected a proper education prior to this year, and there really wasn't anything parents could do to change that. Children were still tested and diagnosed with any learning disabilities. They might have had, however, the chances of them receiving the proper educational assistance at that time were slim at best. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, because this not only allowed these children to not feel like social, but also help lower the possibility of these exceptional children to be bullied by other children due to their handicaps. This act also gave a parent's voice in the way their children's schools handled their education and allowed them to bring up any concerns that they may have had. The act also protected the rights of children and parents alike, gave schools more funding to help create and or upgrade their special education programs, extended these programs to infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. In exceptional children, there are related legislation. The first one is Gifted and Talented Children. The Gifted and Talented Children's Education Act of 1978 provides financial incentives for states to develop programs for students. Next is the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. This act extends civil rights to people with disabilities. Next one is the American with Disabilities Act. It extends civil rights protection to private sector employment, all public services, public accommodation, and transportation. In exceptional children, there are current and future challenges.